Hello and welcome to Mans Who Play Mons, episode 47. I am Ilya.
What was that lilt? You added a little lilt to the title.
I am Ilya.
I'm your other host, Matt.
I am one of your hosts. This is, of
How long
course,
have we been doing this? This might be our worst. This might be our worst intro
I
yet.
think you mean best. This, of course, is our randomized Generation 1 Pokemon Battle recap Twitch show. Um, yeah. What are you drinking, Matt?
You can't even see it.
I told you you'd be surprised.
Drinking a coffee porter. I brewed it.
You brewed it. Okay, that's interesting. How'd it come
No, it
out?
isn't. We've already talked about this.
No, but we haven't talked about you brewing coffee beer.
Yes, we've talked about me brewing beer, and this is the beer I've had for the whole time we've been doing the
Oh, it's
video
always been
show.
coffee beer?
Of the ones that I've brewed, I've had other beers on the show.
Oh, well, I don't remember you telling me it was coffee beer.
I don't know what to say.
I find the concept of coffee beer uh, distressing
Why?
because, well, first of all, there are several reasons. One is that I hate beer. The other is that I hate coffee. And the third,
Well, I don't see why you hate it. You hating it should cause distress. I mean,
generally
it's
things that are hated cause distress to the people who hate them.
no, but like no one is like injecting you with coffee porter.
Yeah,
Like,
well, the idea of it distresses me. But here's the thing. Not only do I hate both of the
did
two.
you just move? Did you just move me?
Yeah, that's right. I moved you to the the punishment corner over here for being somebody who's defending coffee beer.
What did I do?
I'm gonna put a little dunce head on you too.
You can draw it with the mouse.
That's
Is
right.
there a teleprompter mode
Imagine
for Twitch?
imagine there's a dunce head right here.
Why is there a teleprompter?
I don't know. Maybe I don't know how to use Twitch. Twitch is
If there isn't, why isn't there?
yeah.
Like, of course you need a teleprompter. You like if you're playing like, I don't know, like fast-paced shooter game, you probably want to like circle things.
Yeah, circle things while you're busy running around shooting things. I don't think so.
Well, that's why God gave you two hands.
Okay. But yeah, the other reason I find coffee beer distressing is that I feel like coffee and beer are fundamentally at odds with each other.
Well, I mean, really, there's not. I don't think there's really enough coffee to really make it crazy. Like you would be probably find more upsetting the concept of like a vodka Red Bull.
Yes, that's also upsetting.
Because I don't know. I find I've not had those often. I find those very, very just unnerving when I drink them because yes, it is the combination of caffeine and the alcohol. It's it's something.
Isn't that basically Four Loco too, or like old Four Loco,
Yes, that was what a Four Loco was.
famously
Um,
banned
Famously banned, yeah,
for being too
famously
distressing?
driving people. I just find it distressing to be, I don't know, being kind of a strange word choice. I guess the Four Loco was distressing because it had, I mean, I guess you could say it had negative consequences on society.
So, by the way,
But
in the chat, we have potentially the nicest thing anybody's ever said in our chat, which is Daddy Machine 69 says, as somebody who doesn't like coffee or porter, I enjoyed Matt's drink.
well, thank you, thank
Uh,
you.
this listener followed up with a comment I find nonsensical. It's all about that Spark
I th-
XXX. I
I
don't know
think
what that
that was
is.
I think that was another uh, caffeine liquor combination.
I see. Caffeine and liquor, truly a classic combo that always works well for everybody involved.
Right.
Um, so I told you that you would be surprised when I asked you about. That's right. When I asked you about your drink,
I wasn't.
you were. You were. Don't fuck with me. I know you were surprised. Um, I when I said that, I was reminded of one of my favorite mathematical paradoxes.
Oh, great. Okay. Math moment.
Math moment.
Do we have a drop?
We do not have a drop. I didn't know you were gonna call it out like it was a segment. But yeah,
You do it enough.
this is math moment. So here's the situation. Uh, there is a prisoner in a dungeon. Uh, this prisoner is set for execution. The executioner comes down to the prisoner and says, "Hey, we're gonna execute you sometime this week, and it's gonna be a surprise."
Why is this being set up like a hack joke?
It's not a joke. It's a beautiful mathematical paradox.
All right. Are
It's
you
being
sure like
it's
the
being set
execution
up. It's being
like the
set up.
executioner, a priest and a rabbi walk into the,
Nope.
walk into the bar?
No priest, no rabbi, just an executioner.
Okay.
Um, so again, I'm gonna execute you sometime this coming week, and it's gonna be a surprise. He says this on Sunday.
Okay.
So prisoner, he's sitting there alone in his cell. He has nothing better to do. He thinks about this thing the executioner said. So he's like, all right, so the week goes until, let's say, Saturday, right? Now, and also the executioner says, like, I'm gonna execute you at like 9 a.m. on one of these days, and it's gonna be a surprise.
You were harassing me for doing a poor job explaining something before the show. I'd just like to say that this is a tedious explanation.
Listen, this is gonna be great.
When I get to the meat,
I'm getting there. So, the prisoner thinks, all right, well, Saturday is the last possible day he could execute me. So if it gets to Saturday and he hasn't executed me yet, then I know he's going to execute me on Saturday, and therefore it won't be a surprise. So he can't do Saturday. Saturday's out. Then he says, all right, I know he can't possibly execute me on Saturday. So that means Friday is the last possible day he could execute me. And so if it gets to Friday and he hasn't executed me, then I know he's going to execute me that morning, and it's not going to be a surprise. So Friday's impossible. And he keeps going this way. He says, again, Friday's impossible, Saturday's impossible, so the last day he could do it is Thursday. If it gets to Thursday, I'm still alive. I know he's going to execute me, so it can't be Thursday. It wouldn't be a surprise. And he rules out all the days, and he's like, all right, cool. I'm not going to get executed because it's impossible to make it a surprise. And then the executioner comes in on Wednesday and
kills him.
And he's surprised.
Right.
Yeah. So it's an interesting kind of puzzle about this process of elimination.
Okay. I'm not sure I see the value of this, but thanks.
You're welcome. You are very welcome.
Thanks for the little math lecture.
Yeah. I try.
I mean, I've seen what you've earned on Rate My Professors, and I think that you were probably bribing your students if that's the caliber of explanation that you were bringing to them.
I would like to give two rebuttals to that. One is that I think I did a great job just now, and two, it's been a very long time since I taught math.
All right, well, you can make all the excuses you want.
That's what I do.
Okay. Thanks for the math update. This concludes math update.
I thought it was math moment.
Oh yeah, I like math update too, though.
But think of the alliteration.
Huh.
Consider the alliteration.
Math update seems, it seems more pressing.
All
and
right.
that like something about math has changed, and we need a math update.
For humoring me in my math moment, despite being mean, I'm gonna move you a little bit out of this corner of shame. There, I moved you up a bit.
Cool. I like the view better here.
Great.
It's really nice.
So, I have a segment for us today, an actual segment, not math moment.
Math update.
Math moment. Shall we get into today's segment?
Let's do this.
All right. Get ready for everybody's favorite segment art.
Oh no, that means it's top 10.
All right. So this is top 10. For today's top 10, we are going to look at the top 10 Pokemon in terms of their special stat.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Great. This is the segment that you need extra time to do.
yep. So that
Are
is
you
in
are you
fact
okay?
that is in fact a Rick James song, I believe. Um, for the record, while that banner was up, Matthew did something mean with his hands, and I waited until he put his hands down before showing his video again.
I didn't think it was that mean. You can do a lot meaner things with your hands.
Okay. Um, so the question is, you need to name the top 10 Pokemon in terms of special. You have
Okay.
three strikes, and that's the thing.
All right, I'll do it. Mewtwo.
Ding, that is correct. Mewtwo is
More
number
like
one.
duh. Ding, more like duh. Like that?
Yeah,
Like what I
duh,
invented.
duh.
Ding, more like duh.
Yep.
Moltres.
Ding, Moltres is number four.
Zapdos.
Ding, Zapdos is also number four.
Articuno.
Ding, Articuno is also number four.
Jolteon.
Bah.
Fuck you.
No, fuck
Huh.
you for
They're
being
not
wrong about Jolteon.
they're not in the club. I thought they were high special little doggies.
No, Jolteon. I mean, Jolteon's fairly high special,
What's
but
Jolteon's rank?
looks to be about like I would say 15 or so.
Okay, that counts.
Nope. This is top 10, not top 15.
Alakazam.
Ding. Alakazam is number two.
Okay. So let's see. We got something missing before the birds.
Yep.
All right. Executor.
Ding. Executor is number four.
Nice. No, I thought the birds were 4.
They're all tied. There's
They're
a
all
big
tied.
there's a big four-way tie for number four.
Okay.
It's Executor and the birds.
Executor and the Birds, my favorite band.
Yep.
All right. Whew. All right. Let's try to figure out the rest of these guys. How many strikes do I have? 3?
Yep, and you've used
And
up one on Jolteon.
I've exhausted 1. Okay. I don't feel great about this one, but Starmie.
Bah. Starmie is actually fairly low down. It's even lower than Jolteon. It's probably at like number...
Don't even lower than Jolteon that.
even
Like,
lower. Starmie's probably at like number 30 or
Fuck
something.
off.
Surprisingly.
fuck off.
You got one more strike, buddy.
Let me think. Can I guess 2 at once?
No, you can only
There's
guess...
2 that I
That's
like
not how this
but
works.
aren't entirely sure of. All right, I'm going with it. Magneton.
Ding. Good job. Magneton's at number 8.
All right. I'm going to do my next one I was thinking of. Tentacruel.
Nice. Ding. Also number 8.
All right, so what slots haven't I filled in yet? We need the board. We need the rotating board.
All right, so what we have is number 1 and 2 are filled. Number 3 is missing.
Number 3.
There's a big 4-way tie for number 4 that you filled. And
Uh-huh.
there's a 3-way tie for number 8, which you're missing one of them.
Okay. But I'm missing 3. That's bothering me. That's
Yeah.
bothering me. Like, is it obvious?
Um,
Am I gonna hate myself when I don't guess this?
I don't know. I guess it depends on how much you hate yourself in the first place. But
Well,
I wouldn't say it's super obvious, but it's also not surprising. Like I was not surprised when I saw this.
High special. High special. Oh my god.
The best part of these guessing segments is the dead air.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah. You really know how to make a good segment.
Yep. Ooh, interesting guess here in the chat.
Yeah, no, I always have trouble putting Mew's stats in context because they're all the same.
Yeah, I mean they're all good, but are they that good?
Are they that good?
Are they that good?
I mean, because like I want to say like Mewtwo's base is like 164 or something. If I
Mewtwo's
guess that on the
special?
note, yeah, Mewtwo's base special.
It's
If I guess that on the
154.
nose, I win the segment, right?
It's 154.
Oh, see,
Ah!
That's so aggravating. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna go with Mew. I'm sick of the dead air.
Okay, that's incorrect. Bah.
Oh,
Mew
thanks a lot.
Mew is tied with Starmie.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, three. I'm gonna. Everyone at home, watch out. I'm probably gonna like throw a conniption.
You're gonna spill your beer everywhere. Um,
No.
so I'll count down from the bottom. So tied for number 8 with 120 special, we have Magneton, Tentacruel, and the only unevolved Pokemon here, Kadabra.
Oh, okay. That's a toughie. I don't think I would
Yeah,
have ever gotten that one.
yeah. It's interesting that like even Kadabra is in the top 10. That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, if you're a kid with no friends, they want to still make the game okay for you.
We have an Oi in chat from Plantyby. Oi to you too, Plantyby. What's going on here? This is a Pokemon Battle recap Twitch show. We are currently discussing the top 10 Pokemon by special stat. We'll be getting into our battle after that. So,
After I have a complaint.
yes. To recap, at number 8, we have Magneton, Tentacool, and Kadabra tied at 120 special. At number 4, we have Moltres, Zapdos, Articuno, and Executor tied at 125 special. Plantyby has a complaint. I would love to hear your complaint, Plantyby. Please tell us. Then at number 3, we have, drumroll please, Gengar.
Oh, okay. I didn't know his special was that high.
Yeah, very high special.
Huh.
And then, of course, at number 2, we have Alakazam at 135. Gengar's
Yep.
130.
You
And
don't
at
have to
number
turn
1,
the board for the ones that
number
I
1,
got.
we have Mewtwo
Use Family Feud rules
at
here.
154. So, in conclusion, you did pretty well. I mean, you got 8 of them, but
Oh, I hope I would do well.
didn't quite make it.
Oh my God, can we make our show into an advice line?
I suppose that's what's happening here, because the complaint in the chat is too many people dismiss my favorite format without looking into it at all or attempting to understand it. Please tell us what your favorite format is.
No, I'm just gonna say I don't even need to know. I can relate. I can relate because as someone who has like thumbed my nose at like certain widespread clauses, like
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna guess that your favorite format
we all just gotta play the things that we like.
Just so you know, the bearded man is named Matt.
No,
is
my name is the Bearded Man.
Okay, you're now the bearded man.
Okay. I also answered to Beardy, and
my name is Ilya. Thank you. I'm also known as Mr. No Beard. That's what my wife calls me. So, she, of course, is Mrs. No Beard. So, Bearded Man, why don't you guess this listener's favorite format?
trade backs, gold silver trade backs.
All right, my guess is it's metronome only. All right, please let us know what your favorite format is. We would love to hear it.
I think you know what? Don't.
Apparently, it's an ORAS format, which doesn't mean anything to me. What is
yeah.
ORAS?
Oh, is that
orange, red, apple, silver? Is that the
something?
new? Is that what the kids are playing these days?
Gen 6.
Gen 6?
Oh,
We don't know anything about
buddy,
Gen 6, friend.
we're out of our depth.
We barely know Generation 1, and that's all we talk about here. Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire.
Omega Ruby Alpha. Okay, that makes sense.
Hello to Clunks12. Pure hack Mons. Okay, what is hack Mons? Is it like Mons that are hacked to be very different from usual, or? Because are you okay, Matt? Thank you, Thank you Clunks12 for the new follow. Presumably due to watching co-host choke on air.
I'm just choking on my beer.
Anything you can hack in game. Interesting. All right. I mean, that's intriguing. I wouldn't dismiss that. Any moves, any ability, any mon. So is it just all Mewtwo's? Is that the premise? Is it like 6 Mewtwo's up against each other? That's in my imagination. Mewtwo is still the best Pokemon in any future generation. An Arceus with Wonder Guard. Yeah, that makes a lot of. That definitely means something to me. It's not just random words. Mewtwo is not the best. How dare you? I take offense.
Well,
at this.
I mean, in this format, like Ivysaur's the best. So.
Yeah, okay, well, let's not talk about Ivysaur. We're apparently Giratina is whatever Giratina is.
That sounds like a waterborne pathogen.
It sounds like a ballerina lady or something. Giratina. All right, shall we get into today's battle?
Okay, I'll save my complaint for some other
No,
time.
I want to hear your complaint. No, we already heard a complaint from the viewer, and now we want to hear a complaint from the bearded man.
Last show, um,
Oh man! Wow, we are popping off today. We have a spam bot for the first time in a very long time.
oh, welcome back.
It's a different spam bot. It's not the same one.
I like to think that, it's just a different, it's a different resurrection of the same spam bot.
Thank you, X Andre ZJ129 for the spam. We appreciate your spam.
Ooh, big follows.
I've always wanted big follows.
Yeah, I'm like a whole K.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Andre ZJ, we already have a K, as you can see behind the bearded man.
Yeah, that's, we're good. We're good unfollowers.
All right, what's your complaint, bearded man?
All right, my complaint is as
What's going on, buddy? What's happening?
It took me a long time to process that you called me bearded man. I
That's
wasn't
your name.
expecting it. Okay. So last time I tried to do a great segment known as Ilya guesses something. I don't know what it was supposed to be called. It was gonna have a really cool drop, but I didn't get home from work in time. And I relied on a website that authoritatively called itself Pokemon Database.
Hold on a second. I have to interject here. There is some Cyrillic in the chat. As a Russian speaker, that appears to say Nenadini, which I'm not sure what that means. I'm not great at Russian. Also, it appears to be not actual Russian, but maybe Ukrainian or something, because Russian does not have some of those letters. Anyway.
Does it have the box with the fangs? Oh, I see a box
Ukrainian.
with the
Oh man,
fangs.
I guessed it correctly. I guessed it as Ukrainian. Man, I'm
Wow.
proud. All right.
I'm proud.
I am proud. All right, go on. What's your complaint about last time's segment?
So I was relying on this site that very authoritatively called itself Pokemon Database.
Yes.
And listed some powers of moves.
Yes.
I would say a good half of them were wrong.
At least one or two are wrong. Anyway.
More than one or two.
But to be fair, they were correct in like current like generations, just not in Generation 1.
I know, but this page specifically says Pokemon moves from Generation 1.
Okay.
And yet it lists them with the powers from other games. Just gonna say, if you're making a Pokemon website, don't do this. We are now conducting a holy war in which if something bad happens to Pokemon Database, I will look the other way.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you will take responsibility.
Oh no, I'm done taking responsibility in my life. I'm done with it.
Well, fair enough. All right. Well, question in the chat: what type of holy war? Very keen question. Please tell us more about your holy war. What religion?
One of the ones that
hold on. What religion of holy war specifically is the question?
This is a non-denominational holy war.
Isn't that kind of oxymoronic if you think about it? Doesn't that defeat the premise of a holy war?
Every religion has decided
in conjunction
that the source of evil in the universe is Pokemon Database.
So it's a Unitarian Universalist holy war.
Maybe. I don't know a whole lot about the Unitarians.
Frozen Rope 5 says, saying jihad in a Pokemon website. Thank you for that. Shall we get into today's battle?
Yes.
Okay, great.
Yes, before we get ourselves in bigger trouble.
Yes, indeed. Lest
Pokemon Database decide to fight back.
Yeah, lest they perform a holy war on our humble Twitch stream. Let's take a look at today's Mons.
It will probably be the most people that we've ever seen in the channel.
Yeah, all PR is good PR, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, for my team, leading off, we have a Doug trio at level 52.
Oh, we got a
broken JPEG.
We got a broken JPEG. Nice.
Yeah, it's. Like
I think that happened before with Farfetch'd.
Yeah,
something's wrong with Farfetch'd.
I'm guessing it's the apostrophe. I'm guessing.
Do you have an ad blocker that blocks Farfetch'd because it enrages you?
No, I love Farfetch'd. Farfetch'd is my boy. I mean, it's not actually my boy. That's Krabby, but Farfetch'd is my secondary boy.
You know,
Um,
you're not supposed to play favorites among your children.
well, what can I say? I rank my children and my Pokemon.
Yeah.
Um, so, leading off, we have a Dugtrio at level 52. This is a pretty good Pokemon. It's fast. It crits a lot. It has an okay attack. It's fragile, but it does the job. Um, Next, we have a Squirtle level 67. This thing is an absolute monster. Definitely among the strongest Pokemon in the format. Takes damage like a champ. Deals good damage. Just a Pokemon you want to have.
Hmm.
Then we have a level 53 Dragonair. It's kind of a so-so Pokemon. You don't hate it, you don't love it. It just, paralyzes things, does some damage with different kinds of attacks.
I'm sure some people love it. You know, some people probably like it as their favorite mod.
Um, yeah, I mean, it has an okay design, I guess. But I mean, just in terms of power level, it's fine. Um, we have a level 49 Butterfree. This thing is coming back up in ranks. It used to be quite low level, but it's been on its way up. It's a classic double powder with psychic. Beyond that, it has nothing going for it. But
Oh,
just
you didn't get the vaunted Psywave Butterfree this time around.
yeah. Well, that's why this is a better free. Um, so yeah, it's an okay Pokemon. You're always happy to see a double powder Pokemon with psychic. You'd rather it not be a Butterfree, but you take what you can get. Then we have a Broken JPEG level 54. Broken JPEG, of course, a very solid Pokemon. Um, it just gets very scary with like Swords Dance and Agility. It can unleash some serious stab body slams. It's just a very solid Pokemon in general. It does more than you'd expect at level 54, considering how bad of a Pokemon it is in actual competitive play. Um, and finally, we have a level 47 Seal. It's just kind of like a mediocre water type. It is basically a much, much worse version of Squirtle. So not much more to say on that. So overall, this is a solid team. There aren't any real clunkers here. I mean, the worst Pokemon here is Seal, and that's not even saying very much. Like, it's a perfectly fine Pokemon. Yeah, this is a good team. I'm happy to see this team. And you have been complimented. First of all, you are now Beard Haver, which
Beard
uh,
Haver.
and yeah, your K has been recognized and complimented.
Thanks.
All right, let's go into Beard Haver's team.
All right. Um, do I have these in the right order?
I don't
I'm not
know.
sure I have these in the right order. I definitely don't have these in the right order. I fucked up.
You fucked up.
Anyways, on these are the Pokemon I had, and not in the order that they were in. I had a Bellsprout at level 59. This guy's pretty rad. You
Yeah.
can put guys to sleep. He's pretty high level.
Swords Dance Double Edge, good shit.
Yeah, you know what? I was thinking about this. I find myself not really doing. I find myself not really doing a whole lot of powering up. I think in general.
Well, your
I'd
loss.
rather just, I would rather just like paralyze and confuse. But, I don't want to make my Pokemon stronger lest they, turn against me. Anyway, that's enough of that.
Why would your Pokemon turn against you? Do you not treat them with love and care?
Trust and love.
Trust and love and care?
I send them off to a coal mine to, make some extra money on the side.
Yikes.
You're the one who plays favorites among your children. I don't know what's worse.
I think sending them off to coal mines is demonstrably worse than having a ranking.
All right. Well, suit yourself.
Also, very keen insight in the chat. Bearded beard having man doesn't need to power up as he already has a beard as stated previously. Just a lot of gold in the chat today, I gotta say.
All right. I had him a chop at level 71. This guy is among the best guys in the format.
Yeah, amazing Pokemon.
I got the moveset wrong, though. What the fuck?
What is
This guy
wrong with
doesn't
you?
have Substitute. He has submission.
Substitute. Wow.
I love substitute, but
Nope.
the computer doesn't know that I love substitute, so it picks. It was submission.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
This Machop is terrifying.
Yeah, he's a bad boy. Raichu level 35 would be very useful if not at this low level.
Yeah.
I mean, this is like sniffing Mewtwo level, kind of.
Yeah.
Maybe more like Mew level.
Yeah.
At very least, Gengar level. Gengar's back on the way up. I'm not sure. I'm not
Oh,
sure if you noticed, but Gengar is on the way back up.
that's exciting.
Persian level 39. Persian can still do some stuff at this low level, but it doesn't help.
Yeah.
Geodude, Geodude's a guy, you know, he is what he is. He's a rock round. He's fine. He's probably among the worst rock rounds in this format just because of the way that, for whatever reason, his evolutionary family is leveled backwards.
To answer the question of what level is Magikarp, I believe Magikarp's at around like mid
Magikarp, I
70s.
think, has reached the 70s.
Yeah.
Um,
Which is like, so basically it's among the highest level Pokemon in the format, which you'd expect for for a format that's trying to balance the levels, but it needs to be like level 99 before
oh,
it'll
dude,
be
that's gonna be
particularly
a
good.
good. That's gonna be a good segment. I'm gonna make you guess which ones are. I'm gonna make you guess top 10 of
Oh,
level.
yeah, that's cute. Yeah, we can do
Yeah,
that.
we'll do that. We'll do that next time.
What is this
Don't
format? Great
peek.
question. This format is a format that I personally coded. It is a variation on the randomized battle format. And what it does is it keeps track of Pokemon's win records. So, how often the team that the Pokemon's in wins, and then adjust their levels over time accordingly. So, basically, all the Pokemon start at level 50, and as people play more battles in the format, their levels adjust based on whether they're winning or losing. So, it's a probabilistic thing. They're not going to be perfect. They're going to go in the wrong direction sometimes, but over time they become well balanced.
All right, my last Pokemon is Growlithe. It's a dog that can make fire come out of it. It's pretty good.
Yeah, great Pokemon.
Fine Pokemon.
Great Pokemon. Level 60. Come on.
Yeah. So this is a good team. It has like three kind of all stars of the format in Bellsprout, Machop, and Growlithe.
Yeah.
Raichu and Persian are limited, and Geodude is occasionally useful. So I have no complaints with this team.
Yeah. Yeah. It's you can't be too sad when you have Machop.
No, you really can't.
All right. So, and yes, please refrain from artificially boosting Mewtwo in level. I would appreciate that. Um, all right. So let's start off with the battle itself. So we got my deck
Okay.
trio up against your Raichu, not in fact your Bellsprout. Um,
Yeah, I
this
guess I fucked
is
up.
this is what's called a good time. This is a Pokemon here that will one hit KO his Pokemon. Therefore, I use Earthquake.
I decide that I'm not going to do any hiding of my best guy. I'm just going to send out Machop. Machop is going to deal with the Doug Trio. I don't like what a crit Earthquake does against Bellsprout, and I want Bellsprout to be able to sleep a guy. That's kind of important. So I decided to have Machop fight it. Machop's pretty hardy.
We have some backseat strategizing here in the chat. Quote, you don't use Earthquake, you predict the switch into whatever he switches in. You predict it. I like the second you predict it. Very forceful.
The
Listen,
thing about here's the thing about Ilya,
I use the
you
move.
wonderful viewer. He uses the move.
I use the move.
He uses the move.
Here's the thing. Yes, there's definitely a strong argument to made for Body Slam here, since he's unlikely to keep in this Raichu. I don't care if you can't see what he has. You predicted. I appreciate that. The thing is, I generally just think that Earthquake is a pretty solid move. Even if Body Slam is going to be better in some situations, I'm pretty happy to use Earthquake here. And the thing is, a level 35 Raichu is, it's such a weak Pokemon, he might just sacrifice it in order to get a free switch. So in that case, Earthquake is definitely the right move.
That's a callous first turn move. I
Sacrificing
like
a
I,
Raichu?
I like to think I become more callous as the battle goes on. I like to think on the first turn I'm like, oh, they're my lovely children.
I don't know, man. Anyway, you switched in Machop.
That I did.
Here's the Earthquake. Actually does pretty solid damage, surprisingly.
Nah,
I think 25% against this Machop is pretty solid.
nah.
You do something in the chat here, which I find you've been doing this a lot lately. I find it very obnoxious. I'm gonna just scroll in the chat real quick. This is the chat log, just like a bunch of like chop being spammed. You like to do this now, where you like switch into Pokemon, you just like say this one word that corresponds to the Pokemon over and over again in all caps, and I do not like it.
You know what? You don't have to play Pokemon with me if you don't want to.
Well, I don't have a lot of friends. Uh, So yeah, seeing this Machop, I both do not like Matt spamming, and I also do not like the Machop. That Machop is terrifying.
What do you like?
The prospect of someday fainting this Machop. Um, so,
Well, that doesn't really explain your switch.
thank you, Planty for the follow. Um, so at this point, I don't really want to keep Doug Trio in here. Doug Trio, I feel, is fairly valuable here. I want to switch in kind of a weaker Pokemon so I can get like a better switch later when it faints. So
So callous.
I decided to switch in Seal. Seal is my weakest Pokemon. Also, Seal is fairly tanky, so there's some possibility that I could survive a hit from a chop and live to then get off a move. But basically, I switch in Seal, hoping that it can take 2 hits, and if not, then I can get a better switch later for free.
You know what I did?
What?
I used Earthquake. Why I used Earthquake? You
You
ask?
didn't. You didn't use Earthquake.
No,
Try,
that's
try,
right.
try
Shit.
reading the log instead of not reading the log.
No, I used Body Slam. Of course you use Body Slam because you predict it.
Yeah, you predict it. That's right. So because you predict
Right.
it,
I love using Body Slam on a likely switch.
yeah.
And also, like, if I can paralyze some mats, that's a lot of fun.
If you can,
I guess because we have new people here, I shouldn't call them some
it
mats.
doesn't make any sense.
I assure you, it makes sense.
All right, when he's talking about Mats, he's talking about my Doug Trio. He's saying he wants to paralyze my Doug Trio. That's what he's saying. All right, anyway, I switched in my Seal. There's the
Beardy
Body
needs a
Slam.
translator.
So, Seal takes just over 50% HP here.
Stoked.
Unfortunate. I was hoping it could take a little bit less than 50% so get a move off. It's still possible this is a high roll, so I could still survive to get a move in. I decided to use Surf here to just try to get some damage in.
I'm like, this is great. I can basically use anything except Rock Slide because that's garbage, and like just feint this guy again. He totally just switched in a guy to sacrifice him. So I used Earthquake.
Fair enough.
You know, you know Ilya's not going to send out a guy. You predict it.
All right, so at this point I send out Dragonair. So with Dragonair, my plan is I'm going to paralyze this Machop, and then I'm going to like throw some blizzards at it. I'm not expecting to kill it, but I am expecting to get it much weaker than it currently is. Again, Dragonair, not one of my strongest Pokemon. The hope here is just to kind of weaken the Machop, throw some mediocre Pokemon at it, and get into a more palatable state for my team. And so I go ahead and use Thunder Wave.
You know, I give some thought of not letting this guy get paralyzed, but he's Machop. He's a hardy guy. He's not super fast to begin with, so I just figure, you know what, Machop's going to stay in. Machop's going to fight the dragon. At this point, I actually have to look up the type chart because I always think for whatever reason dragon resists fighting. It doesn't.
Nope.
And I use Submission.
Maybe it's because Dragonite resists fighting on account of being a flying type. All right, so here's my Thunder Wave, and you are fully paralyzed, which is fantastic. This is exactly what I was looking for here, and I go ahead and use Blizzard here to get some damage in.
You know, Submission.
By the way, I gotta compliment you on that arrow that you just typed in the chat. I don't know how
The
you did
computer
that.
did it itself.
Oh, you just typed in like a angle bracket and then a dash and then converted it. All right, that's
Also,
cute.
I got called a nerd.
In fairness, you're a nerd. All right, what'd you use?
Submission.
Yeah, makes sense. Here's Blizzard, solid 22%. Submission hurts a lot, kills me in one hit, in fact, with a crit, but you take 18% recoil. So overall, this Dragonite, yes, it just died in one hit, but it did really good work at the Machop. It got it paralyzed. It took out like half of its remaining HP. I'm quite happy with this Dragonair's performance.
Yeah, I didn't love Choppy's performance here, but you know, sometimes it happens. Sometimes you get paralyzed a lot.
So at this point,
Once.
I just want to finish off Choppy here. I take a bit of a gamble here. I decided to send out Butterfree. Butterfree, of course, has Psychic. That said, it's a bad Pokemon and it's low level. So it's a risky move to try to finish off the Machop here, but I don't want to send in my very strongest Pokemon yet. I want to keep those a mystery. And so I just kind of crossed my fingers and hope that Butterfree can finish this thing off. And I use Psychic.
I used Rock Slide. I don't know what's gonna happen here. He could psychic me. I could be paralyzed, but Rock Slide could miss. But I just use it.
All right.
Choppy's lived a good life.
Here's a Psychic. You just barely hang on.
I hold on with one.
And you one hit my Butterfree. Yeah, this was devastating. And you hung on with exactly 1 HP. So this was just like a really, really close call. And I just didn't quite manage to finish off Machop. And I believe I just lost my only sleeper. Is that right? Yes. So bad news when you lose your only sleep Pokemon.
That's what you get for messing with Choppy.
Yeah, apparently. So yeah, now at least, certainly I can finish off Machop in a single move. I decided to send in Dugtrio again. You already know I have the Dugtrio. It has 100% accuracy moves I can use against Machop. It seems like a fine choice here.
Nothing is 100%.
Sure. And I go with Body Slam.
Yeah, I'd probably go with Body Slam too. Wouldn't be a Pokemon game without the same move being used.
All right, RIP Machop, finally.
Yep.
Yeah, I just spent...
He did the work.
I just spent half my team to rid myself of that one Machop. That was bad times.
That's what he does.
Do
you think you should have sent your toys out? No, you like to hide.
Are we getting into that already? I don't know.
No,
man.
we're just making conversation.
Okay, I don't know, man. I still feel like the Butterfree could have gotten there. It was a really close call, so I'm not prepared to say I made like a huge mistake here. I think okay. I generally am in support of keeping my strong Pokemon secret, so it's harder for you to, maneuver around them, also known as hiding the toys. There's a question in the chat, RE, would I like to look at your replay after this? Sure, I will look at your replay after the stream is over. Also, Arena Trap is not real, as far as Generation 1 is concerned. All right. So, what do you send out next against my Dugtrio?
I sent out Bellsprout.
All right, makes sense.
That's a good guy for taking out Mats.
So, against this Bellsprout, let's see what my options are. So I have Dugtrio here. Obviously not a great match against a Grass-type Pokemon. Then I also have a Farfetch'd and a Seal. So Seal, also not a great match here.
He's dead.
Sorry? What I mean is I have a Dugtrio, a Squirtle, and a Farfetch'd left over. Seal died so quickly I forgot about it. So yeah, I don't want to send in Squirtle. I feel like I kind of want to hang on to Farfetch'd just because I feel like it can probably, be effective later in the battle. And so I'm actually prepared to keep in the Dugtrio here and just try to get some damage in. Bellsprout, level 59, not an incredibly, tanky Pokemon. So there is some possibility that I could get in a lot of damage here with an Earthquake. So I just have to use Earthquake.
I decided to Razor Leaf this guy. I figure I'm going to take him out in one shot if he stays in. If he switches something, well, it's going to be news to me that he has something that maybe resists it. But I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm not feeling like put the guy to sleep. I'm feeling more like use Razor Leaf, I guess. Certain members of the audience could fault me for not, trying to predict something. But I just went, I used the move.
Use the move. And yes, Planty By, I do have a Discord. I will share it with you after the stream. So here's my Earthquake. Decent damage.
I don't have that. I don't use the internet.
And your Razor Leaf here fails to crit, which is
amazing.
The
lack of crit is very upsetting.
I
mean, yes, I know it happens, but talk about a bad time for it.
Yeah, this is great.
Especially given how much your Earthquake did.
Yep.
I don't like that. That's like close enough where, if that's a low roll, I'm imagining what a high roll is doing, and I'm not liking this scenario where a Dugtrio takes out my fucking Bellsprout.
Yeah, so this definitely worked out nicely here, and I decided to just Earthquake again and hope for a crit.
Okay, I do the same thing I did before I used Razor Leaf.
All right, here's the Quake. Doesn't quite finish you off, and now I finally died to another non-crit Razor Leaf.
No crit. Now, granted, I don't really care that much
It
because,
doesn't matter.
if I crit, I might have actually been mad because, you want, I don't know, it would feel like it was rubbing it in my face if it made the second one crit.
Okay. You
You
have
just
strong
don't
feelings
understand. You
about
don't
random number
understand.
generators.
You don't understand.
I don't.
You'll
Uh,
never understand.
so at this point, I just need to finish off the Bellsprout, so I send out Farfetch'd. Uh,
Oh, the fucking duck.
the only other option is Squirtle. Squirtle I want to keep hidden until the very end. Farfetch'd is faster than Bellsprout, so it's perfectly good
Is
here.
Squirtle? I think Squirtle's faster than Bellsprout too, though.
Yeah, but Squirtle, again, is my choice. It's my most powerful Pokemon. I want to
Right.
save it until the end.
He's your choice, man.
All right. So yeah, I go with a Body Slam here.
I am like, you know what? Bellsprout has a sleep move. Maybe this last guy Ilya has a slow. So I decide that I'm gonna save Bellsprout. I'm gonna send out Geodude. Geodude's gonna resist anything a Farfetch can do.
All right, makes sense. There's the Geodude. Here's the Body Slam. All right.
It's not unhealthy, but it's a little. It's some damage.
Yeah, and unfortunately, I don't get the paralysis here. And of course, I don't want to keep the Farfetch'd in against the Geodude, so I decided it's finally time to unleash the Squirtle.
Yeah, I go with a Rock Slide. I decided to play this super straightforward. It's
Yeah.
like, it's a stab move. It's fine. We love stab moves. I love stab moves. I don't want to speak for you.
I regret to inform our listener that Hidden Power Water is not a thing as far as Generation 1 is concerned.
Also, doesn't Hidden Power go off the special stat?
I have no idea what Hidden
Like
Power is.
I guess if you're using it against a rock round, it doesn't really matter.
Anyhow, yeah, Squirtle takes...
Let's not have this conversation.
Yeah, let's not. This is not a Generation 2.
This is like
Pokemon
right
podcast.
up to the level of depth that like I just reveal my complete idiocy.
Which you do plenty of it anyway.
Yeah.
So yeah, Squirtle takes no appreciable damage from the Rock Slide, and I decided to use Surf here because that's what you do.
Fuck. What did I do?
What did you do, Matt?
I I was reading the chat and laughing. I forgot what turn I was on.
Well, try harder, buddy.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Wow. Okay, Plantyby has come in with the credentials for Generation 1 here. Plantyby said, use Focus Energy and quarter your crit chance, which is a real thing in Generation 1. I was under the impression that you only really knew stuff about the newer generation, so I'm impressed.
Don't talk down to our wonderful viewers.
What, only you get
That's
to do
my
that?
job.
Yeah, okay.
That's my job.
All right.
I decided to go with like switching in Persian here. Like Persian's not going to really survive stuff well, but my idea of sending in Persian was really just like outspeed, attempt one body slam, and maybe paralyze it.
Yeah.
And then switch to something better.
Solid choice.
Yeah.
All right. Here is Persian. I use Surf. Good damage there. But yeah, indeed, it does outspeed me by just a little bit here.
Yeah.
And
It's a cat. You're a turtle.
Thanks for that insight. I appreciate that. This is spooky. I'm not worried about this thing doing damage to me, but I am very worried about getting paralyzed. That would be bad news. That said, I could switch in Farfetch'd here to eat a potential Body Slam. Due to its having a normal type, it cannot get paralyzed from Body Slam. And that is, in fact, what I do.
I use Body Slam.
All right. Here's Farfetch'd. There's Body Slam. Doesn't do much of anything. Now, at this point, you are likely to switch Geodude back in. Nevertheless, I use Body Slam here, figuring at the very least I might paralyze your Geodude.
Yep. You predict it. I do switch in Geodude.
All right. Here's the Geodude. There's the Body Slam, and I do get the paralysis, which is pretty good news, although, to be fair, that Geodude is not a particularly large threat anyway.
Yeah. I mean, it's gonna get in the way. You just know it's gonna get in the way.
So, At this point, I do something a little bit unorthodox. I decided to just keep in the Farfetch'd and just kind of wail on this Jew dude for a while. Um, I figure you might be predicting my switching into Squirtle, so you might want to be using like Earthquake or Explosion or something here, and I'm more concerned about saving my Squirtle than I am about saving this Farfetch. So I decided to just, you know what, fuck it, like, this thing's paralyzed, let's just do some slashes and see what happens.
I just used Rock Slide.
And yes, Planty, you are now Generation 1 qualified.
Yeah,
Congratulations.
I like the the monologue about fly and dig. That's good. I like that.
Although Swift does still have a 1 out of 256 chance to miss, it is not actually
Uh,
100% accurate.
I'm not sure about that, buddy. I don't think that's. I think Planty Buy's right.
No, man.
It bypasses the check.
Really? No, I thought but that check itself is a bug.
No, that check is not a bug.
The
It's
1
the
out of
best
256
feature
thing.
ever.
It's
No, it bypasses the check. Azure Heights has this wrong.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, no, he's right.
Okay. Well, I cede my Pokemon Mastery to Planty. Clearly, the superior Pokemon Master here.
Planty Buy, get in touch next week. It's gonna be you and me doing the show, buddy.
Yeah, I forfeit my co-host seat here.
All right.
So yeah, here's the turn. Slash here does pretty solid damage, 27%, and this guy's fully paralyzed, which is good news. At this point, I'm fully certain you are trying to explode here, and I have no desire to have you explode onto my Squirtle. Let's not talk about that phrase at all.
Show title.
So I use Slash again.
Yeah, I'm queuing up. I'm queuing up an explosion.
All right. Here's Slash, and thank fuck you are fully paralyzed.
Yeah, I'm really upset about this.
Yep. So yeah, things are turning
I
up.
say while I laugh.
Things are turning up, Ilya here. I go with one more Slash to finish the job.
I select explosion again and curse, like just curse everything, curse the whole stupid world.
R.I.P. Geodude.
I in fact break out a choice net battle quote. I call you a fucker idiot.
Well
One of
done.
my favorites.
Great job. So what's
Yeah,
next?
what am I doing here? What am I doing here?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I decided to send out Growlithe. Figure Growlithe's good against the bird. Growlithe also has Body Slam, which could potentially paralyze your Squirtle, and I like your Squirtle a lot more if it's paralyzed because that means what's it called? Bellsprout gets that first Razor Leaf on it.
Yep.
I'm forgetting all the names of the moves and the Pokemon.
Yeah, maybe Planty should just take over hosting for both of us.
Just solo, just
do a
solo host,
one-person
buddy.
podcast. Clearly,
One person fights himself and analyzes both of their decisions.
yeah, it's like chess.
Yeah.
So, but before
we make you don't forget about us when we make you millions, man.
So before you sit on the Growlithe, I want to do a quick Ilya's headspace check here.
Okay.
All right. So I got two Pokemon.
Ilya's
here.
headspace update.
Yes, Ilya's headspace update. Wait, no.
Do you have a drop?
I do not have a drop. I would prefer Ilya's headspace moment to be in tune with math moment.
It's math update.
No, it's math moment. Yes, please keep flexing your knowledge. It really, we love it. So, I have a Farfetch'd here at 80% HP, and I have a Squirtle at about 80% HP. These are both quite solid Pokemon. Your Machop is dead. Your Raichu is pretty ineffectual. Your Persian is almost dead, and your Bellsprout's almost dead. So this battle is currently looking very good for me. All I really need is for your last Pokemon to not be absurdly powerful. And with that in mind, you send out a Growlithe, and I am now very upset because...
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a super glitch reference in the channel.
Oh, is that a real
Holy
thing?
fuck.
Zazaz? Is Zazaz
Yeah,
real?
that's when you do the thing where you like have a Ditto, have it transform, switch the move, it messes us up. You get this move that has that isn't, the name of it isn't terminated. It gets into the function that I think updates like computes how much you win from when you fight someone, and it ends up replacing like everything except the every third character with whatever byte corresponds with the letter Z. So you end up like with like ZZ something, ZZ something, ZZ something, ZZ something, and it just totally like in certain cases it will like overwrite like everything in the game
With
with
Z's.
these except for every third thing. It's pretty great.
That's cute.
Yeah, one of the great glitches.
All right. So yeah. In conclusion, this Growlithe,
I
very
think I got that
terrifying.
right.
Very terrifying Growlithe. Granted, it's a fire type and I have a water type, so it's not like I'm, fucking dead here, but I'm not looking forward to getting, like, paralyzed or something from this Growlithe. I decided to keep in the Farfetch'd. The Squirtle I really need to save and try to just make use of at the very end of the battle if I can. I don't feel like it's worth it to switch in the Squirtle here into a Body Slam and get paralyzed. So I just decided to keep in the Farfetch'd and Body Slam and try to paralyze you. There's a question in the chat. Does the Growlithe know Cool Trainer or TM07, which of course are glitch moves that I do know of. It does not, sadly. This is not a pure hack Mons, your favorite format, Plenty Pie.
All right. I used Body Slam.
Yeah.
I figure the switch is coming, so I do that.
So look at that. It's a Generation 1 Pokemon battle, and we're both using Body Slam.
Everyone's body slamming each other.
Yeah, that's how Pokemon works.
Oh, I don't like this. I don't like this. See, I don't like this part. I don't like this part.
Gorgeous.
Look at him keeping the Mon in.
All right. Yeah, that worked out great. I
don't like this at all.
The Growlithe Body Slam didn't do anything against my Farfetch'd because, of course, it is a normal type. I didn't get the paralysis there, but I did get a crit, which is great. Thank you to Enchanted Pogbeast for the follow, by the way. And so yeah, this is pretty good news. I would have loved the paralysis here, but it's still pretty good news. And yeah, at this point, I was fortunate to keep the Farfetch'd in against the Body Slam. Now at this point, it's likely that you'll be using Fire Blast instead, so I could certainly switch in Squirtle here. However, my MO here is still to try and save the Squirtle until the very end. I just want it to be as strong as possible. I'm still worried because the Growlithe is faster than the Squirtle, so I don't want to switch out Farfetch'd.
I'm thinking he's crazy. He's crazy. He's gonna stay in. I'm gonna Fire Blast.
Yep. So I use Body Slam.
Crazy. There is a lot of mental hand wringing about like what I'm gonna do here, but yeah, I decided to go
mental hand
blast.
wringing. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. So here's the Fire Blast. I just barely hang on with 1%, and I get another crit, and I finish your fucking Growlithe.
I hate it. I hate this so much.
This Farfetch'd hung on with exactly 1 HP here, and like an absolute champ, it double crit your Growlithe into oblivion. This was incredible. This was the best possible outcome. It very much mirrored and made up for the Machop 1%er earlier.
I know, like, I guess it's only fair that we both get one of these.
Yeah, this was gorgeous, and at this point, I'm feeling very good about this battle.
Gorgeous. I don't think I've ever heard something in a Pokemon game described as gorgeous.
Well, this was gorgeous.
Okay, it was gorgeous. I decided to send Persian back in. Persian's fast. Persian's faster than this stupid bird.
Yeah, surprisingly, Persian is faster than the stupid bird.
The stupid bird's a bad Pokemon. And Persian's okay.
Its performance begs to differ. I will say that.
Well, I mean, it's okay in this format. I'm just saying that's why it's slower, even though its level is in excess of Persian's.
Yeah. So, once again, I just, what's going on, Matthew?
Farfetch'd isn't a bird.
It's a flying, yes. The only bird is missing, though, I believe, right?
Yeah. Don't see. That's okay. That's a bridge too far. I will refer to Farfetch'd as a bird.
No, Matt. The only bird is missing. No.
I will not.
Okay, I'm sorry. We have a correction here from the audience. In fact, apostrophe M is a bird, not missing no. So my apologies.
Well, that's because they both. That's because the extra data for them is the same.
All right, let's let's move on from glitch talk. So yeah, I still keep in the Farfetch'd. I once again I want to save the Squirtle here. So I use Body Slam.
I use body, I use body slam too. Why not?
All right.
I
R.I.P.
figure, if in
Farfetch'd.
case you switch or something. But why wouldn't you? You're gonna want to do one HP. I mean, I could kind of humiliate you with bubble beam, but
That'd be cute. I really wish you'd have done that, but yeah, I mean,
well, I
if I
mean,
switched, that
if
would be
you switch in
terrible.
the Squirtle and I decided to use the bubble
Then it would be the
beam
best turn
humiliation,
ever.
it would come back at me. It would humiliate me.
Yeah, think of how memorable that would be if you use Body Slam against my Bubble Beam against my Squirtle.
Then I get like
A speed
I
down?
get like a speed down, and then
Yeah.
like that ends up being the critical thing in the battle.
Yeah, think of how amazing that would be. Think
Man,
of
I'm
that
just gonna
world.
say that might have actually made this battle even better. But we don't pick what happens.
All
I
right.
mean, I guess we do to some extent.
Yeah, because you picked not using Bubble Beam here.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, my Farfetch finally goes down after an amazing performance, and I send in my Squirtle here. Now, all this Squirtle needs to do is finish off a Persian and then deal with an almost dead Bellsprout and Raichu. Basically, its job here is to not get paralyzed, so that's all I'm hoping for. And I go with Surf to just take out the Persian as quickly as I can.
Persian's job is the opposite of Squirtle's job. It's to paralyze him. That's it. Persian's not gonna be doing a large amount of damage. I'm not even thinking like, oh, maybe I'll do like a thunder and it'll crit and all that. Nah, that's stupid. That's for chumps.
All right, so use Body Slam.
I use body slam. Yeah.
Cool.
It's like, half the turns of the battle are gonna be someone using body slam, so
All right, so you got a crit.
have to meet the quota.
You
But I
got a
didn't get
crit.
the I didn't get the par.
You didn't
I
get the
take the
par.
par before the crit any day of the week.
Yeah. I don't love getting the crit here, but I'm very happy I didn't get paralyzed. And your Persian's now out, so
Out.
things are looking good.
Get out.
What's next?
I decided to go with Raichu. I figure, you know what? I hope Raichu can survive an attack and then use Thunder Wave. I'm not sure that's going to happen, but it's better than sending out Bellsprout, who's definitely dead.
Suggestion from the chat: so you just use Toxic and Leech Seed on someone. Yeah, that's a cute interaction. I don't know who this person is. Are you sure it's not you, Matt? Are you sure it's not just a second version of you talking about Pokemon bugs? Because this is all like your shit.
I think it's like me on stimulants or something, because I cannot rattle off glitches like this.
Yeah, this person's some kind of, I don't know, some kind of hero. Some kind of glitch hero. All right. So, this is surprisingly scary. So, this Raichu is definitely ripe for a one-hit KO for me. But it is possible that it survives it. And if it survives one hit from me and it gets a paralysis off, then there's a very real chance that I die to this Bellsprout. So this is spooky. Looking at my Squirtle's moveset, I have Body Slam, Surf, Seismic Toss, and Blizzard. So the most powerful move I have here for pure damage is Surf. I do not have Hydro Pump, which I'm generally very happy about because I hate Hydro Pump with a passion. In this situation, maybe I would have wanted a Hydro Pump, but I'm optimistic that I can take it out with a single Surf, and that's what I attempt here.
Thunder Wave.
All right. Surf does not quite do the trick.
Love
and
it.
I get paralyzed. This is bad news.
At this point, the odds have shifted in my favor.
And at this point, I'm wondering whether or not I might actually want Hydro Pump here. I don't know.
It wronged you so many times.
Yeah, Hydro Pump. I have a history with Hydro Pump. So yeah, I just need to finish off the freaking Raichu. So I just use Surf again.
I use Thunderbolt. Just figure I'll chip away.
All right, let's see this chipping away. That is you chipping
that's
away.
A surprise.
This Raichu, man, this thing just fucking took out a level 67 Squirtle like it was nothing.
I love it.
Yeah, but let me just say.
Okay.
In conclusion for this battle, I would rather lose with Surf than win with Hydro Pump.
Big talk from someone who values winning above everything else.
Yep. All right,
Wow.
so well done to the Raichu, certainly.
Yeah.
Fun battle. So for my MVP, I gotta give it to Farfetch'd, which just did huge, amazing work this battle. Really impressive performance. And to LVP, I gotta give it to Seal, which died so quickly that I forgot it died.
My MVP's Raichu.
Yep.
I mean, look at it.
Look at
It's
this
right
thing.
there. It is lording over the death of the Squirtle. It's like, yes, your level is nearly double mine. I don't care. I just don't care.
Yeah.
LVP Geodude, come on, stop being paralyzed so much.
fair,
I
fair
want to
enough.
explode.
All right. So, is there anything you would like to ask me about this battle?
Do you think you could have won it if you did anything different?
Yeah, this was a close one, man. I don't know. The thing is, like, I maybe waited too long with the Squirtle. Like, I really, really tried to save that Squirtle until the very end. Even after I revealed it, I tried to kind of keep it healthy. And I wonder whether switching in earlier against maybe the Growlithe might have been
Are
good.
you having a crisis about hiding the
It's
toys?
not about hiding it, though. Here's the thing, because I revealed it fairly early, but then I didn't
Right.
use it for a
It's
long
about
time.
using the toys.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like I played this particularly badly, but I also feel like I kind of let the Doug trio die maybe faster than I should have. So there's definitely a room here to think about things I could have done differently. I think there's some possibility I could have won if I played differently.
I think I had a better team too.
Yeah, maybe. You had a
I
pretty
think I
solid
did.
team.
Yeah. You did fine. Don't beat yourself up over it.
Oh, thanks, buddy.
You know, we can't we can't all be beard having, man.
I know. I wish I could grow a beard like Matthew.
Well, I mean, next episode maybe like cut some felt out into a beard.
Yeah, I'll like take an old rug or something and like paste it onto my face, pretend it's a real beard.
Yeah,
Then I'll be the beard man. All right.
and I'll shave.
I doubt it.
No.
When was the last time you actually had no beard?
Oh man.
When you were a little baby boy?
No, at least 2 years. I probably like I feel like at some point I went now down to no beard in maybe the past like 3 or 4 years.
Okay, but never again.
No, I mean I never say never again about hair.
All
You
right.
just never know with hair.
All right. Fair enough. So yeah, this has been episode 47 of Mans Who Play Mons. You can email us at manswhoplaymons@gmail.com, or you can tell us about your favorite Generation 1 Pokemon bug, or you can tell us about your favorite underappreciated Pokemon battle format. You can
If
visit.
it's new, we're not going to know about it, but
You're still welcome to tell us
we
about
could
it.
lend a sympathetic ear.
Correct. Episode 48 will be hosted only by Planty Pie with nobody else. It'll be a solo episode.
Yeah,
Um,
please contact Ilya and he will give you all his passwords.
Yep. Every password, not only to my Twitch, but to my bank
Just his
account,
life.
to everything.
You can be new Ilya.
Yes.
I look forward to getting to know you.
That's kind of creepy sounding. You can visit our website at tinyurl.com/manswhoplaymons. Don't worry,
You're gonna have to
Planty Pie.
redo all the show art though.
Planty Pie, don't fret. I will give you my Discord after the show. Um, and yeah, that's it for us for today. I have
Oh, we finally got a creaky voiced Ilya.
Thank you. Uh,
Great.
I have been creaky voiced Ilya. No, wait, I have been Mr. No Beard.
Beard having man out.
We will see you in a week.
Yep.